That's you. And every time I think about it, saying,
So B-I-G-G-I-G, bitches can't win it. You talking all that shit, bitch, you can't even get in for free. Yeah. Run that shit back. Yeah. Yeah, let me have one more time. One more time. Cool. Time for a better shot of clock. Bitch, you ain't talking about nothing. Time for a better shot of clock. ATL, I'm running. Time for a better shot of clock. Bitch, don't step on my gun, yes. Time for a better shot of clock. Nicki eating her fun, yes. Time for a better shot of clock. Yeah.
Shut up, bro.
What's that whole what's up? It's good, bitch. Come on.
Yo, Jay, this your girl, Big Ock, not the little one. They said the throne was vacant. Funny how the queen never left it. They keep mentioning Queen Nicki name just to stay in the discussion. But her whole career off the buzz in an interruption. I'm the blueprint breaker. She the risk taker. Every record got my signature. While they move behind the scenes, I'm front page literature. I ain't worried about a billionaire sitting in a ballroom. You feel me? I'm in the spotlight, turning every stage into a courtroom. You feel me? The fans know the truth. They don't need a narrator. I built an empire too. Mine just came from the elevators. Y'all see how I did that? Anyways, what is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to y'all with another video, and we do it like a miniature Hollywood topics. You already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what y'all think down below. Okay, that was Big Ox preview. Y'all know she working on a disc to this Jay-Z, but she gave me a little sneak peek, and I thought I previewed it on the channel. So shout out to Big Akbar. Anyways, you guys, they had the annual Roots picnic yesterday, which, by the way, I have some friends that are in Philly that went. Apparently, y'all, Beyonce was there. Of course, she did not come on stage. So the audience at one point, allegedly, I'm just saying to protect myself, there are in the audience screaming like, Beyonce, where's Beyonce? Basically, to ever like come out on stage. Man, Jay-Z said, y'all ungrateful. Beyonce did not come on stage. She didn't want to take his shine away. This further kind of tells me that I feel like she's going to maybe wait a little bit until she drops this third sector of the project and the film, allegedly, because we still do not know what happens to those videos. Because I feel like with all this hype going down, and especially after Jay-Z has done what he's recently done, which is allegedly dissing Nicki, I feel like she's gonna wait even a little bit longer. So we're probably not gonna get Act 3 probably till 2027, y'all, or maybe the end of 2026. Because y'all know Beyonce, she don't move when drama is surrounding her. She only, in my opinion, from what I've seen, she moves when like the coast is clear. So all the focus could be on the music. So Jay-Z took to stage, of course, performed, and then he also spit like this freestyle acapella verse going off. Okay. Now a lot of people are upset with him, especially the Barbs. I don't get it. This woman talked about his kids, talked about Beyonce all over the internet. When he responds, you guys are mad. Make it make sense. In my opinion, he should have responded back sooner. Once his wife was disrespected, that's when you should have spoke up, in my opinion. I know some people, oh, you getting in women's business. No, that was a one-sided beef. Beyonce never said anything. Now, if they were going back and forth, that's different. But we know Beyonce doesn't speak publicly, if we're going to be honest. Okay, so this is where he really, in my opinion, should have stepped in. But he decided to take it to the booth.
Magically run out of place. Your son on the federal jail line mumbling something about having too much in his drink. You know how dumb that is? Another one fumbled his wonder how I get the blame. Niggas' teeth is tumbling out their mouth, and somehow I'm the one who done it. It's a murder mystery game. You had to catch Cal and funk it. Was you who punked this? I'm the one who strung the pain. That hill you can die on. There's way too much flack that comes from those planes. I'm killing them softly. What's understood don't need to be explained. You want it one way, it's the other. I spill on you suckers, I maul you niggas game. I ain't much for me, it's no how. Cancel the brunches, I remember the hunger pain. The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost you a beat to even say my name. You ever heard of a wonder kid? My children is some of them. Have you niggas no shame? Y'all trying to get understand? I really get understand as unharmed player. Y'all thugs with your thumbs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch y'all maniac in my presence, nigga, straight. I need a new therapist. This shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That nut ass nigga still stuttering. And Chatty Patty down on his luck again. Quest introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him. You was wondering why I do the freestyle rehearsal. That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her kid can't even take their kids. Enough of them. A rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Those shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm governed by God. You trying to break the government. I prayed for 40 days. My neck get flooded again. Wrist get flooded again. My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the hove. I never looked up to them. Magically run out of.
All right, so here's how I feel about this. To be honest, it don't hit as much without a beat. You get what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff that you hit it with the snap. You do that. Okay, like you start snapping. You start snapping after somebody, like the flowetry type of vibe, spoken word per se. This type of stuff that Nicki was saying about his family and his wife and his kids, this isn't a spoken word type of ordeal reply back. Of course, I feel like he was doing this just out of fun. I don't even think this was even planned. I just think it came to mind like I should say something now to get the internet going. And I think that's why he did what he did, to be honest. All right. I don't think this was planned out. I don't think this was thought out or none of that. Okay. By the way, the appearance. Let's talk about the appearance. It is a lot of more talk also about his appearance too. A lot of people are like, how he go from dreads to afro? Clearly, y'all don't know how African American hair works. Ugh, that's alarming. I prefer the afro. And the reason why is because you are not the Weeknd. I couldn't stand them dreads on top of his head looking like a warlock was gonna literally grow up out of them. I love locks, by the way, so it's nothing against locks. But on him, it to me did not fit him. The afro to me actually looks better on him. He looked like a mad scientist, okay? And what he's cooking up is a recipe to take down the barbs, straight up, okay? All in all, this reply, and he also in this same flowetry rap, he says the chatty patty down on his luck. I feel like he was referring to Dame Dash. That to me is the chatty patty. Because y'all know Dame Dash has done a lot of press, has done a lot of interviews. So he probably considers him a chatty patty because he's appeared on a lot of podcast type forums. And recently, we all saw some months ago that he was facing some financial issues, right? And they tried to make him answer that at the Breakfast Club. So I feel like that's who he's referring to. The stuttering person, I feel like he's referring to Drake. And of course, the lady that's back on that stuff again, he's probably referring to Nicki. Now, that Jay-Z was gonna go there. He was gonna start talking about her kids. He said she can't even take her kids. Where can he take? She can't take her kids to, Jay-Z, huh? The park, the school. Like that's what it gave. He was gonna go there. He was gonna go deep, but he kind of caught himself before he went ham. Beyonce was probably somewhere backstage like, oh my God. Okay, it gave the scene off of Michael when he stood up for himself and told the dad that this was the final tour of the Jackson tour. And he looked over at him like, and today it's it. Okay, this is the finale. All right, it gave a little bit of that energy. All right, the internet to me is making a big to-do about it because to me this is a little bit too late. Oh, it's just a little too late. It's just a little too late for me. Okay, like Nicki has went on for 40 days, 40 nights, and you're on night 95 at this point. Like we've done forget about some of her rants at this point. Not forgot about it, but y'all know what I mean. Do I think Nicki will respond? Yes, I think she's gonna start responding back through a game of Blues Clues. Y'all know how Nicki does with the Blues Clues. I feel like she would start doing the game of Blues Clues to talk about this whole situation in general and not say any direct names until she feels comfortable to. And I think she'll also use this as an opportunity to tease a project as well. I think it's going to be a little bit of both. Okay. Next, let's talk about Diddy, y'all. So whoever leaked that tape on Sunday morning, like you should really be ashamed of yourself. Like, why pick the Lord's Day to drop something so sinister? I mean, my God. You get what I'm saying? Like, who told y'all that was appealing? Like literally. Okay. All first, let's talk about the first tape because there was a few tapes leaked. I was able to view both. Do not ask in the comments, drop the link. Okay. If I see the link in the comments, you will be blocked. Don't do too much, okay? I'm just saying. Let's follow guidelines. I'm just saying, let's follow guidelines. The first tape had one of the escorts and Daphne Joy, right? Now, as a person who likes corn, I was very disappointed. It was a whole lot of talking, whole lot of jargon. It wasn't a whole lot of action for me. No shade. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is what he was directing. What is this? The camera angles were off. Okay. The room was pitch red and a little black. All right. And the escort, although, he was very endowed, looked like, he needed a little bit of assistance. And Daphne, please, you did not feel that pressure. You get what I'm saying? It was just a combination of just a waste of time, in my opinion. I done seen better on X. Like, I expected it to be a lot more like egregious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like something like, oh my God, like this man was literally like, you feel me, the Brazzers director. And it didn't give that at all. Like, I'm like, wow. Now, a lot of people were like, oh my God, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. 50 Cent's child may have to see this and all of that. No, 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 no. Did y'all not remember what 50 Cent did to that young lady, the realtor? Not the realtor, but the boutique owner. Okay, she was featured on the show Wags, like the Wags Miami that they had on Netflix. My bad. It was called Wags. It was called Wags Miami. It was called Wags to Riches, and it was based in Miami. Y'all remember Stoney? Hello. Okay. He literally 50 Cent literally leaked her SEX tape. So if we're gonna be real, let's like, come on, y'all doing a little bit too much sympathy for me because if anything, it's a little bit of karma for 50 Cent because of what you did to Stoney. All right. This is what she talks about it. She even talks about it on the series on Netflix, which I'm very mad that they canceled that show, by the way. I'm so upset they canceled that show. Like Netflix, come on now. That show is actually a really good show. And they took that show completely down. It had me watching every single episode, if we're gonna be honest. But she even talked about how she was suicidal after the SCX tape leaked. They said in the first episode of Netflix, the fashion entrepreneur Mama One emotionally looked back on her SCX tape from the early 2010s that involved the guy she was seeing at the time, as well as rapper 50 Cent after the latter allegedly leaked it online. Levinson is the ex-girlfriend of Rick Ross, who had notoriously had long-standing beef with 50 Cent throughout their professional music careers. While the origin of their feud is murky, the SCX tape leaked escalated their dispute. Okay. So I don't feel bad for 50 Cent. Sorry. It's karma. And the SCX tape to me was trash, if we're going to be honest. And if we're going to be real, her face, although it was visible, it wasn't like Kim K style. You get what I'm saying? Like Kim K style was like, you saw her face. The red light special, you weren't able to, you seen her, but you don't really see her. You get what I'm saying? Like, we didn't get no POV. How about that? And also somebody who I consider myself a verbal gerbil, this was a little bit too much for me. It was a little bit too much talking. You know what I'm saying? Just two, and this is a review of one of two, because there was two that I've seen. I don't know if there's any more, but I'm pretty sure it's only two that ended up surfacing the internet. But this is a review of one, the one that Diddy was behind the camera. Yeah, it was a little too much verbal for me. I was just like, it's too much talking, like, you know what I'm saying? And then the dude, he didn't even really seem into it, to be honest. Like, you can tell, like, he was doing it for the bag. If we're gonna be honest, like the escort was just doing it for the bag. Like he just was not intrigued. He did not seem anyway turned on by it. If we're gonna be honest, it was just sort of like in the moment type of thing. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 4 out of 10. Okay, 4 out of 10. All right, that's what I'm gonna give it. Now on to the second video of Diddy. Actually, I look at these women totally different now. Now that I've seen that, like, wow, wow, you get what I'm saying? Like, it was like small. I'm like, whoa, like. Let me tell you, money will make people do strange things. And I'm like, I could you couldn't have something like that and you slapping me, popping me, and doing all this. And man, whoa. Like it makes so much sense now why he was flying out all of those escorts and stuff out to be able to do um what he did because he couldn't fulfill the duties. He couldn't complete the job. Okay, he just couldn't. Like I'm telling y'all, Diddy has walls. Okay, I'm wondering who is leaking this. I really want to know who is out there just putting this all out there because at this point, it's like somebody has to be doing this from the inside circle that has copies of this. This couldn't have come anywhere legally out the womb. And why now? Out of all time, we kind of have been not talking about him as much. Okay, let me find out. Diddy, you kind of upset that Miss Young Miami is having her shine with spinach, 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 bitch. I spinach. Let me find out. Okay, because y'all know Diddy's a narc. He likes all the attention. He likes all of the glamour. So Miss Young Miami is over here. She's getting that shine all on her own without the help of the diddler. So let me find out that you sent somebody over there to leak that tape so that way the people could be talking about you again. Cause that if it was any video, you shouldn't have sent that. And nigga, Sly Digger, now we know why they call you Sly. Cause it gave the gummy slime that they sell in the corner stores, to be honest. Cause it couldn't stay, firm. Anyways, y'all, that's what I think about the videos. I do think Daphne should have thought twice about even agreeing to a recording because this may come back to haunt her in regards to her children, more so than it would for 50 Cent, because you're a mother and you're gonna have to answer to this one day. So it's kind of sad on the kids and I feel bad for the kids themselves. Do I feel bad for Diddy or her? No. Well, not even Diddy or her. 50 Cent or her? No. Because they knew what they were doing, they knew what they signed up for, and 50 Cent, you did it to a whole nother woman. So this is only karma. Anyways, y'all, did y'all check out the tape? What y'all think? What y'all thought? What y'all thought? All right, let me know what y'all think down below. And also, with the legal of it, if most of the tapes were like this, right? If most of the tapes were like this, and then he's spending all this time behind bars, the real crime is what he did to Cassie, in my opinion. And the real crime was the amateurness of the tapes, if it's anything like what we saw. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below. And we all babies.